Hi, it's Elisa, Bluebird Relics. I was waiting a minute to see if if Karen was going to join. We were doing it later for today because Karen had to open her shop today. There was an art festival down in Florida by her, so she wanted to open up her shop. She may or she may not make it on tonight. So I'm prepared to go on without her to keep up the momentum of doing it every week. So tonight I'm gonna do a vinyl art again. I had it prepared and I'm gonna do it. So what I'm gonna do is my rendition of Van Gogh's Starry Night. And I just put some of the background down just because I'm probably gonna have to put another layer. The blue is not covering it completely. And if you're coming on, say hi when you come rolling in so I know you're there. I'm going to use ultramarine blue to start my blue. And I'm just going to start putting it on here fairly fast. As fast as I can. And this is Liquitex paint, acrylic paint that I'm using here. And it might be easy. I'm just going to do a simple rendition of Starry Night. I don't know why my paint is sticking like that a little bit. And it should be easy for anybody who wanted to maybe paint along and try it. It should be pretty easy. I'm going to do it step by step. So first you just got to get all the blue on here. And I get nice dark blue coverage. Wetting it just makes it glide a little bit more easier. You can also use a glazing medium to help get that on a little smoother. Sometimes the vinyl album, even when you gesso it, is not the best starting as your canvas for this. All right. So I'm not going to mix out. I'm going to go down into this, what's the name of this color? Hang on. Phloxacine green, if I'm saying that correctly. It's also Liquitex. I'm just going to dip into this a little bit. Start to do the bottom here. And you don't have to be perfect. You just want to get the coverage on here. And if you've ever seen that painting, Starry Night, there's a lot going on in that painting, which I'm not putting all of it into this painting. I'm going to dip a little bit into the black just to darken the green a little bit. It's still going to have that green hue to it. All right. How's everybody's Sunday going? If you're just popping in, come on, say hi. I want to say hi to you. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're watching. And if you're maybe painting along with me. So I'll tell you the colors that I'm going to use. I have to grab my hair dryer because this is still wet. I can't start on the rest of it until I dry a little bit. So the colors that I'm going to be using are the ultramarine blue, phloxacine, I'm not saying that right, green. I'm going to use cadmium yellow. I'm going to use cadmium orange, bright hue, white, and black. And that's really all the colors you need for this piece. Just gonna grab my hair dryer just so that I can dry it and keep going. I really should have plugged it in beforehand, but anyway, here we go. It should dry fairly quickly, but you don't want to start painting over the blue until it's dry, because you're going to put lighter colors on top. Well, actually, the first part of it can still be a little bit wet, because we're going to do a little bit of a lighter blue first. But you want to make sure that other blue is completely dry, because we're going to start putting yellow on top of that. And you don't want the colors to drag into it. And anybody who's just joining, Karen, I don't believe she was going to try to make it. She had to open her shop today, so she might not have gotten home in time. But she may pop in. She told me she might be able to. So what I'm doing is I took white and I'm mixing it in with the ultramarine blue, and it's making a lighter blue. I might grab just a little bit of that black, just to give it a little bit of just a touch, just to give it more of a gray hue. I might have grabbed too much. Just mix it in nice and good. If not, you can always grab a little bit more white, lighten it up, grab a little bit more blue. Let me see if that's the color I want. I wanted a little bit more blue. So hang on. I'm going to mix a little bit more blue in. I have to get sorry, that's the wrong blue. I need the ultramarine blue. Oh, there we go. There we go. A little bit more white. Boy, I really loaded it up on my brush this time. Let me see. I got it. That's good. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me grab my smaller brush. I'm just going to grab a filbert. Let me get some of this paint off here. And just remember, if you're not going to use that brush, do not leave it sitting in the water. Clean it off. Just get as much of it as you can off. Keep a jar of water. And just wipe that. Dry it off just a touch. Put it on the side. You can clean it later. You just want to make sure you don't want that acrylic drying in the paint. All right, so I could chalk this out, bows. I think I'm just gonna I'll chalk it out. Hang on. So the swirls in the Starry Night, I'm just gonna chalk in those swirls so I know where I'm going. Right. Just kind of freehanding this. Coming right up from this swirl down underneath. And dragging it back up through. Okay. Grab my paint. And just start filling that in. And since it's a Van Gogh, we're going to be dry brushing a little bit too, so it doesn't have to go on super smooth at first. We're going to keep layering it up. And if you chalked it on, those chalk lines will disappear when you start painting. And if they don't, once the paint is dry, you can easily just wet a little towel and rub off the chalk line. Fairly easy enough. All right, get that in. That's the basic swirl of my cloud here. I got another one under here. I'm just following the chalk line that I drew in. I have a little bit of a glare. A little bit. Wet the paint, it goes on just a little bit more slowly. You might want to rinse out. Now you don't want your brush too wet if you're rinsing out. And get some of that excess water. You just want it to be damp. Go in both sides, back and forth, dip it in, and start moving again. And just grab the white. I need a little bit more white. I'm just gonna, not necessarily rinse off my brush, but I'm just gonna try and get some of the excess paint off it. I'm gonna dip it into the white here. And rub it. Let me take a towel. Okay. And now I'm gonna take this brush and I'm just gonna dry brush it. Staying in the lines somewhat, right? Again, back. Can go back over it too after this part dries. But right now it's still a little wet, so it'll blend fairly easy. Okay. Okie doke. All right, so I'm going to use this same blue that I mixed before. So if you're just joining us, it was the ultramarine blue and white and a touch of black. Got me this nice grayish blue. Okay, and I'm gonna I'm just gonna make some more clouds in here. That. Some lower lying clouds. Kind of just freehanding it in, kind of just dragging my brush across my canvas here, or my vinyl, what I'm using as a canvas. Here's my canvas. So I've been making a lot of these. They're really cool. It's easy, small art. It's affordable, and you are reusing, renewing, and recycling. So if you have any scratched up records lying around, this is a good way to, instead of just throwing them out, to upcycle them. Especially if they're not usable anymore. Okay, hang on. Hang on. Okay, I know what I want to do. I want to do a lower lying cloud right here. Do another one. So this one's going to be up against the horizon, so to speak. Get that in there. Okay, I'm going to go in to my black. I want to darken this mountain range a little bit. Or I don't think it's really a mountain range. I think it's just the landscape. I'm going to go back into my black, into my green, my phthalo green, because I want to darken this a little bit more. Let's see. Oops, I did a boo-boo. I should have went up a little bit higher. It's all right. I might do that over again. I'll fix it. Actually, since I'm using, let me grab a bigger brush. Bigger brush covers more area in less time. I misjudged where my sky was. Just gonna start that part over. Bring that up just a little bit higher. Okay. All right. Till that bottom part is drying. I'm going to start on the moon up here. So I'm going to use, let me see what I got here. I'm going to use the same brush. Go into my yellow here. I'm going to come into the white a bit. And I'm going to start making my moon. And I'll layer it up. Because the blue is coming through a little bit underneath. But once you keep adding those layers, you're really not going to see that. Well, I'm running out of space on the palette. Running out of clean space. So I went into my cad yellow and white, and I'm just going to put in some more little circles, little yellow circles. Let's see, right here. And I'm just kind of doing a half moon here, half moon on the other side, half moon, making a circle. Real easy. half moon, half moon. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'm doing it. So I'm just pushing the brush down and kind of turning it like that, and then coming on this side and turning it like that. It makes a little circle. And do another one over here. Okay. Over here, a little bit more yellow, and I'll do one down here, and I'll do one down here. Okay. I'm going to go back up to my horizon. I'm going to go back into that gray blue I mixed. And I'm just going to bring the horizon up a little bit more on this side. This is still a little bit wet. I don't want to go over that yet. Okie doke. That's okay. We'll start on the white now. The white inside the cloud. So you're going to take your white here. This is titanium white. It's got a little bit of the blue mixed on it, which is fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start doing these lines. So if you ever look at a Van Gogh, you'll see he painted with a lot of little brush strokes. Just tiny little brush strokes. And they can be, you can dry brush these on. Your brush does not have to be completely saturated with white paint. And it's okay if you go over a little bit around into the blue. Just small strokes. I'm going to just dry this a bit. Hang on. The green paint didn't really dry, so I'm just going to hit it with some heat. It's still a little tacky, but I believe it'll be all right. So let's see. Two. Yeah, I'll come in. Let me grab some of this first. I gotta fix my little horizon there for a second. Just going to dip it down just a bit. Getting some of my ultramarine blue so I can fix the horizon just a bit. Just come in with some of that blue paint. Just plain old ultramarine blue. If anybody has any questions, please comment and I'll try to answer them best I can. And I do go back and read the comments, so if anybody has any questions, if they're watching it on the replay. Not bad. All right. Rinse that out. Now I'm going to dip into some of my yellow and white. And I'm going to start to, again, put those small little brush strokes. And I'm going to put them over the blue-gray cloud. Little short brush strokes. And you can come in with some regular yellow too as well. Just short little brush strokes, just like that. Okay. Pick up some more yellow and some more white. Now mixing the white with the yellow will make it lighter, but will make it a little bit more opaque. And those light touch little brush strokes around those stars. You don't have to be perfect. It can be haphazard. Good thing about having this turntable. Just spin it. Short little brush strokes. So it gives that effect of the stars are glowing. So this is using it and dry brushing it. You go around the big sun. Pick up some more yellow, some more white. Just going around that sun. Oh, hi, Karen. How are you? We're late today, and Karen was opening her shop today, and I thought she was gonna make it. Maybe she conked out when she got home. I don't know. I didn't speak to her. I didn't speak to her afterward. I sent her the link. She said, "Yep, give me the thumbs up," but she might have fallen asleep when she got home, and that's okay. So I'm painting Starry Night here, or at least my interpretation of it. Real easy, real simple. Good. I'm glad you're great, Karen. How was your Sunday? Let's see which one I'm going to move on next. All right. So in the middle of the sun, I'm sorry, not the sun, this moon, there is a moon. I'm going to grab a little orange and I'm going to mix it with my already mixed yellow and white. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Karen. So I'm just gonna, this is still wet too. That's all right. It's yellow. It's not like it's brown. I should wait till it dried, but I'm just gonna do my best. And I'll keep layering it. When it dries later, I might go back over it a bit. So I'm just putting my moon in there. I'm going to grab some white, some more orange, and I'll just start putting some short strokes. I was talking before, Van Gogh painted with all these little short strokes in a lot of his paintings. And I'm just going to dry brush a little orange. Oh, a little bit. Put some line strokes in here. You were bored all day? Oh, goodness. I was kind of, my son is getting his license and he's going for his road test and he hasn't really driven anywhere. We let him try, it's between work and everybody working and just, I don't know, and he's a teenager, he stays in his room a lot. He hasn't really driven anywhere. So today we drove kind of far with him, made him drive because he's got to get the practice in before he goes for his road test. Well, what are we gonna do? I think I'll no, I'm not gonna bring the orange down there. Okay. So we kind of got home. So it was good actually. I don't know if you heard me before, Karen. I think I did say Karen. I don't know what happened. I'm thinking she fell asleep. I know, I'm sure she's fine. But usually she's pretty good at letting me know. There was an art festival down there. I really wish that I could have gone to it, but her store is right by this art festival. So she opened up today for hoping for a lot of foot traffic. So I'm going to take I need more white. Touch of white. I am going to dip into the white, dip into my green to lighten that up. I'm using the phthalo green. And again, I'm just going to make these short strokes. Just kind of all over. I'll come in with just the green. Just make little strokes all over. I'll try to come in with different shades of green. Give it that illusion of something going on down there. I think in the original picture, I was looking at the picture, it looks like little cottages and houses. But I'm not going to draw little cottages and houses. This is just a real quick, simple rendition of Van Gogh. They do grow up quick. I know. I can't wait till I can send them to the food store. Oh, thanks, Karen. I'm glad you could join. I don't know if this is such a great time for everybody because a few people popped in and out. Might be dinner time or I don't know but maybe stuff's going on. You know, people are getting ready to go to work for tomorrow, getting their stuff ready. I'm not sure this is such a great time. We moved it. Karen thinking she was going to join. But anyway, I think maybe I'll go in. I dipped into a little of my black. I'm just gonna dip in a little bit more into the white and then a little bit more to the black. Let's see what that does. Creates yet another hue of green. So this is real simple. Really easy and really simple. And kind of fun too. It's quick. Kind of like stress-free. Not too much thought has to go into it. I dipped into my white and my ultramarine blue because I'm going to give some lines over here. Some quick lines. Back into my ultramarine. Okay, wash it out. All right, I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit of white dry brushing up here, and then I think I'm gonna put my rest of my landscape. I think it's a building. I'm not sure what that is. If you ever seen Starry Night, it's like it's actually there's a lot going on in Starry Night, but there is one structure in there. I have to look it up. I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm going to put that structure in. But first, I'm going to go into some white here. I get both sides here. I'm just going to take it off just a touch and then dry brush. Really light. Really light dry brush. Circular around here. Really light. Just to get that swirly thing going that we all see in those Van Gogh paintings that we come to know and love when we see this particular painting. A lot of swirls, a lot of lines, a lot of swirls. Oh, thank you. It's coming together. Once you start getting all the layers on to the picture just starts to come together. I kind of did it step by step, how I did it if you wanted to watch it afterward. Anybody wants to try and do it themselves. I mean, it's pretty easy. It's just a flick of a, and I think I didn't use hard. I only used 2 brushes. I used a big brush, just number 1, just so I can get all my block my colors in. And then the second one, I just used this Filbert number 8. And that was it. There's no detail work in here. Let's see. All right, I think I'm ready to get to do my structure. I'm not even going to chalk it in. I'm just going to freehand it. I don't care if it's perfect. I just want to get it dry, the album completely dry before I put the paint on. I don't want the rest of the paint to drag. I see a little wet spot right here. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I think I'm going to put out, I'm going to put, I'll do this first, actually. I'm just going to bring a little bit of yellow and white. I meant to do that and I forgot. On my cloud swirls, just very, very light yellow and minimal. Like just really light and quick. And I'm only doing it on the actual cloud swirl that I did before. I'm not doing it around on the white. That's it. That's it. Yeah. This is a part of the sky still. Oh, I think that did something to it. Changed it somehow. All right. All right. My building, that was, think of the building. I'm begrudgingly going to start to do it freehand. Just wetting my brush a little bit so that the paint goes on smoothly. So I'm going to start it up here. And just bring it down a little bit like that. I'm just going to bring it down here. That's good. And then I'll fill it in. Oh, sorry, I got all quiet. Concentrating think that's good. Yeah. And that's really it. This is the last part of it. The rest is cake. Just filling it in. Filling it in with black. Thanks, Karen. Hold up. This is my pal. My Sunday afternoon pal. All right. But thanks for hanging. Hanging while I paint. Did you paint anything today, Karen? Oh, there's that Karen. There's the other Karen. Where are you, honey? All right. I think I'm done. I just want to look at my picture of Starry Night. This is the Van Gogh. Oh, he's got some other stuff coming up here. Hang on. I was trying to do it. He's also got some more stuff going on. More than I'm putting in. He's got like a little pointy thing over here, and then he's got another little pointy thing dragging down that way. And then yeah, I'm sorry, I'm a little quiet. And then oh, you can't paint, Karen? Try. You could paint. Unless you don't want to. I mean, that's a different story. It's very soothing. It's also soothing to watch others, though, paint. All right. I think that looks more like a Starry Night. He's got a little dip going on over here. Trying to make it accurate or somewhat accurate. Oh, good. You know what? This might be a really good one to start. You know, I was just saying to Karen, I went to, where are they? I went to Dollar General today. I don't know if they have paint. I did not look, but where did they go? I don't know where I put them. Anyway, they have these little they have canvases. They're really cheap. And they had paper, they had canvases, little mini canvas. I bought these little 5x7 mini canvases today so I could practice on. And I mean, they're a little they had little stretch canvases, maybe like an 8x10, and then they had little panels. And I bought it came like 5 in a pack for like, I don't know, $2, something like that. I'm gonna give them a try. If anything, they're good to practice with. And then you could maybe try this, because I kind of tried to do it step by step. Since everything I did. But I think I'm done. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen. Let me get, I think I missed a little bit of, I got a little bit of green in there. Oh, I didn't completely cover it. The way my light is hitting the screen, the screen, the way it's hitting my canvas is, I can't see where I didn't fill in. But I think I got everything. And then the last bit will be to sign my name. And obviously, everybody knows just by looking at it, it's not a Van Gogh. So I don't have to worry about anybody thinking that this is a fake reproduction. It looks nothing like the original. And I'll just put my name. And as done. I know it is hard with the lights on because I always get a glare. In the daytime, I love painting in the daytime. Unfortunately, I can't paint very often in the daytime because I work full time. So I can only do it, after work, and normally it's dark. Well, at least now. Man, in the summer it will be lighter, which will be good. Oh, I think Karen left, but I'm almost at an hour. I'm at 52 minutes. And I'm done. Unless Karen's going to jump on and start painting something with me or painting something, I'm going to end this live. Well, everybody, thank you for checking it out, hanging out with me while I painted. Karen, guess what? I actually finished something in the hour. I finished in under an hour. And I started. I started from start to finish. All right. Everybody take care. Bye.